In this Google Calendar tutorial, we're going to show you how to post calendars online or embed them in a web page on a Google Sites page, a WordPress page, the district's online content management system or web creation tool, or any content management system or HTML editor. Just a review of calendar over here are my calendars that I've created, logged in as me. With one exception, I have two Eric Jarvis calendars that I've been logged on as my personal account and my work account. And so my personal and my work calendars kind of stayed in the My Calendar section. Calendars that are shared with me appear under Other Calendars. And you scroll down, and I have a... So I have like my wife's calendar. So if I'm at work, I'm logged in as my work account. I could quickly just see, if there's a meeting, I can check her, see what's going on with my son, my wife. I have Loams at a week to make sure I have the important dates as well. To get this Loams at a glance, I went to Los Osos Middle School website, and I simply logged in as my work account. I simply click this subscribe to calendar, the plus sign, and I now have that one in my other calendars, and they made it public, so I can't add any dates or anything to it, but I can see all the dates they've added. And I like to turn it off because you just have first day of school in my personal calendar, my class calendar, and then it's the Loams at a glance. So if I click the Loams week at a glance, that'll pop off. Class calendar, it'll go off, or personal. But anyway, to add a calendar, you simply click this drop down. I like to have a class calendar and a separate homework calendar. And you say create new calendar, and you give it a name here. You can give it a description, that's optional. Location is optional as well. Make sure the time zone is correct. We had one teacher that was a weird time zone. And if it's going to be online, you're going to make it public. You need to click share this calendar and make it public so people can see the events. You don't want them to be able to edit or add events, but they should be able to see the events. So you get to make it public online. Okay, so we went over creating the calendar. So I've embedded the calendar on my homework calendar online. So if you go to mrjarvis.net and you click homework calendar, the kids see this, and the calendar is embedded right here, and they can see what's due. They can click down here and subscribe to the calendar as well. So, and then really quickly on first day of school, if I add something, down here I can choose which calendar I want this to post to, homework calendar, and click create event. And then that should just appear right here. I might have to refresh the screen, but I published it online. And likewise, if the kids are subscribed to my calendar, if they click this, it'll appear on their calendar as well. So very convenient way to share the calendars. Now to share this, if I go to Steam resources, now I'll share it on the Google site page. For my main page, I use WordPress. I use both WordPress and Google Sites, but I'll show you how to do it on a Google site page first. So if you create a page, I'll call this calendar. Okay, calendar. Where I want it. This isn't a tutorial for so much for sites, but there you go. And then what you can do is insert calendar, and then just choose which calendar you want to put in there. And I'm going to go, homework calendar here and insert. And then you have you have some options here. 600 is a pretty good width. I've done 800 on some pages. If there's not the sidebar or anything, 800 would work. You can change it later. Do you want to show the title, customize the title? And it looks like this, but when you save, you get to preview it. And there it is. And if you want to edit the settings for it, you go, you click on the edit tool, and you click on the gear. Click on it, and the gear pops up. So then you can maybe make it wider, smaller, or the type you want to display the month, the week, just the day, agenda, etc. So real nice, real convenient here. So I'm going to delete that just for a sake. I'm going to show you something else here. If you want to put it on a Google Sites page, a WordPress page, it's a little trickier, but not too bad. You go to the calendar. There's my homework calendar. You click here, and you say, share this calendar. And then a little tricky, this is where most people get lost. You got to then click calendar details over here. And then you have the embed code here. And you can customize it. Click customize. And here's another little trick you can do with this embed code. This is pretty cool. See all the calendars here? These are the ones that are shared with me or I have. So I can double up. And what I'm going to eventually do is my partner teacher, I'm going to put her homework on it and assign it a different color. So I don't have her calendar yet, but here's Loam's Week at a Glance. I can add both of them. So I can add multiple calendars. So both these things are going to appear. And then here's I click update the code so it has that. Triple click, copy the code. I go, and here's how this works with WordPress. I go new page. And it's similar with Google Sites as well. And then you have visual or text. Text actually is HTML. And just paste in the code. You don't have to know it looks pretty intimidating, but you don't have to know what it means. You go back to visual and click publish. And then you can go ahead and view. I got to enter a title. And then update and view the page. And here's what it looks like. Oh, it's embedded and has both calendars on it in different colors. All right, pretty cool. You do the same thing with Google Sites, but what you have to do on Google Sites, you have to embed the code. So under Edit, you have to click HTML. And I could put that same code in, right-click and paste and update. And I can do the same thing right there. So, and then save. And I have the same code. That's how you do it in Google Sites. So voila, there it is. And you can tweak that code again by clicking the edit, clicking on this, clicking the gear, can center it, and then make it make the 100%. And it shows here I can display another calendar. Add another one there. So it's a pretty cool tool. Very useful. Google Calendar. Lots more with Google Calendar. I love Google Calendar. Thank you.